Happy
I was
Friday.
about to start singing.
This is not too late. Where is it? I haven't
Oh,
yet.
no. I was about to say, Kitel Mache. Here we go. Hey. See? Oh, man. It's another Friday.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Bonsoir tout le monde. Welcome to Haitian Creators Live. This evening, I'm Fuljens, and along with Johnny, and we have an amazing guest this evening. Johnny.
Listen, I'm excited. Everybody, hey, good evening. Saka fête, comment ye? Nous tournons encore. Another great show for you tonight. We have an amazing guest. We have a lot to talk about. I mean, it took us some time to get him here, but he's here with us today, ready to share some information, and I'm excited, man.
Yes. Let's get right into this. So we are introducing Bobb Rousseau. So Dr. Rousseau studied law, human resource development, management and leadership, and information technology management. He holds a doctorate in law and public policy. He's the author of several books, all available on Amazon. He's also a columnist for RezoNodwes and Haitian Times.
That's not the only thing. He is also an observer, a thinker, a risk taker. He observes how politics works in his home country and how foreign policy affect his home country as well. He thinks about ways to make recommendations and take risks to implement his recommendations. He believes in community engagement and political participation that must happen through political literacy, community engagement and politic participation.
Dr. Rousseau prides himself in declaring himself as a public good. Today, he's here to talk about his vision for the world, as well as introduce you to his latest books and podcasts, Killing Jovenel and Lady Chameleon. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, here is Dr. Bobb Rousseau.
Woohoo!
Thank you guys for the intro. It was really good. I like it. We are not much. We're here to inform, educate, empower. That's what we're doing right now. It's a hard job we're doing. My best friend in Haiti, his name is Dr. Bobb Rousseau. He told me one day, our mothers made a big mistake. They put us to school, and because you go to school, you have a duty to help people, to educate people, because whatever you don't know it for yourself. You know it for the community, and that's why we have that big burden on our shoulder, not to prove that we are better, but to show that we are a team players. We are knowledge shared. So doing that now, and thank you guys for the invite, and I'm honored to be here today.
And we're happy to have you. The knowledge starting to flow already.
Yes.
You know, I'm going to let Fuljens take some time. I don't know if we have anybody under the live. I mean, everybody's watching. Hey, thank you.
Yes.
Nous gen pile moun tou ki ap gade nou sou Azazel Podcast, ki ap gade nou sou Ouvri Barrière, maybe on YouTube or anywhere else. Now, you have to remember, this is Haitian Creators Live. We do have a YouTube channel for it. So feel free to subscribe to it so you can get more information. As we're going along to this, that's where you're going to find all of those great interviews. Fuljens?
Yes, and also if you would like to be a guest on our show, you can send us an email at haitiancreatorslive@gmail.com, haitiancreatorslive@gmail.com. We have Anna Hill saying Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Did my lights look good today? Because I took off my setup. Listen, last week I took off my setup to do a political, I produced a political show for a campaign last week. And I took my setup down. So I put it back up, so I don't know if I'm still looking crisp. So I got to get the signature really quick.
I'm sure you'll get the seal of approval for sure. Well, Dr. Rousseau, once again, thank you so much for joining us here. So let's start off letting people know a little bit about yourself and your background.
My background has been always in politics. All my life, like it's in my intro, I've been observing things, not just to complain because I hate people who complain, but to identify the problems and then develop plan of actions to solve the crisis. I am not only focusing on Haitian issues because I believe that if you only focus on Haitian issues to resolve Haiti's crisis, you will fail because most of the issues we have been facing, they are self-inflicted and also they are imported towards by other nations. So wherever we are, if there is one person breathing and living, that person somehow is responsible for what happened in your country. I'm saying that because the way you carry yourself, that's the image, that's the message you're going to portray, you're going to deliver to the people. And I believe that we need to stop complaining. We need to stop letting people feel sorry for us. We need to take actions. By actions, I mean not to hate somebody, not to love somebody, but to support a political view. I define political view not as voting for someone, but rather as a taking stand for social issues that are affecting your community. And that's where I come to play, is identifying the problems and bringing solutions. The solutions, they are not popular, people don't like them, but that's the beauty of it. And when you don't like my opinion, don't cancel me. I know you are woke, but call me, let's talk about it. Let's sure like it to bring your idea, my idea, put together and package everything for the country. Right now, it's not about you, not about me. It's about the entire country. It's time that we start working together. We have a model, l'union fait la force. On nous fait mato ça tourner en réalité. That's what we need to do right now.
Good. You know, one thing, Doc, you're very humble, but I have to talk about you a little bit because when I talk to you behind the scene, I'm like, man, ou pa fè an pil bagay pou moun yo pa kon ki eski Doc Rousseau. Listen, Doc Rousseau, well, I don't know if is it columnist or journalist? He writes for the Haitian Times, which is probably a well-known publication in the United States. He's also a major. I don't know if you retired yet, Doc, but a major in the United States Army. Okay. Soji? Doc Soji? In June. So you see, you got a little. Yeah, you got a little bit to go. So he's also a major in the Army. And you wrote several books. And we're going to talk about, I think, 2 of them today. So it was very interesting. And m'kwe ke erreur le plus souvent nous fait dans communauté nous, spécialement moun qui gen tout connaissance sa yo, qui vle partager connaissance sa yo, parce que nous si tellement humble, nous pas fait moun yo connaît qui est nous yé, et puis yo pense c'est on bail jouet, on bail quelconque, yo pas. I think we will bring so much people to your platform for them to realize like the information you're putting out is very valuable. And those type of information, c'est information pour ta payer en pile kop bouillon. Okay? But you putting it out and wap di yo men ki jan pou fèl, men ki step pou fèl. Mwen konnen l pral pon ti bout de temps pour communauté nou comprendre ça. But I just wanted the people to know who's our guest today, who we talking to, why it was so important for us to get in touch with them. I think there's several books out there talking about the assassination of the Haitian president, but your book went about it in detail and in a way where there is no bias. So it's not like you're learning for or against. You basically say, okay, this is what happened. That's what the people say. This is the facts, and you let people decide. So I think that's a very good thing. So I wanted to take just a second to let the people know who we have as our guest today and why it's important to have him with us today.
Yes. And speaking of killing Jovenel, and you have a book, but you also went the route of creating a podcast for it as well, right? So why did you go that route?
I realized that people don't have time to read. Not that people don't have time to read. So I created that platform where the same chapters, I record them either with my voice or the people's voice. So anyone, wherever they can go to the website and listen to the recording by chapters or episode or the entire thing in one sitting while they are driving, while they are at work. So that's the idea for the podcast, because podcast at one time was dying, but now it's coming back, and I want to be on the trend. So for my people, Haitian people, they have a different platform to get knowledge. I don't write books. I share knowledge. Anybody can write book, And as my good friend said, earlier, the book is all about a promotion for PhD or a bad campaign against PhD, but rather is we tell the facts. This is what happened. We are human. We give some like a personal opinion, but at the end of the day, I invite you guys to make the decision to say, okay, he died, why he died, and what next for the country. That's the question right now I want you guys to answer. And me, I predict some behaviors, and today they are happening right now. The book this is your story, the story of Eli, and you can see the first chapter in the book is the sacrificial lamb. That's what people wanted to read, but that's the sacrificial land, LAND, because I'm not going to say everything is stacked against you to be where you are today, but I'm saying that you stack everything against you to be the poorest country in the world, and because we know the issues, we can fix it. And I also said that the death of Jovenel is a beginning. When you talk about Dessalines, Dimas, Estimé, those things been happening way before we were alive. But they are happening, and this one is the first one on that scale. And there will be other Jovenel to be killed. And at the end of the book, I say the Jovenel died and left behind him several Jovenels, because other people like you, like somebody else, the next guy will come and they will be wanted to defend the country's interest. They will be sent up against the oligarch, against the core group, and the same fate will happen to them if we, as a collective, don't take a stand for democracy, to respect the country. And that's where the book come to play, to teach you how to be better citizen, how to be engaged, to become a force to reckon with in Haiti and wherever you are.
Now, how do the community receive the book? Do you see a high interest of trying to know, okay, what happened, what's going on?
They are interested for the book, but the sale are struggling. But it's okay, I understand that. People don't really have time to read, and people don't want to have a different opinion from what they know already. At least I know there is one book about the same topic. I read that book, and it's pretty great, except I spoke to the one who wrote it, and I told him, I think his book is a propaganda, and he was right, he was working for me directly. My book is objective, let's say rather neutral, because I don't have any part in that government, and I'm a Haitian who live overseas, who get to see things. The community is taking time to buy the book, but they know about the book. And at this time, I'm happy about it, because I got people calling me, where can I get the book? Just go to Amazon, but I don't think they take action really to purchase it, which once again, I'm okay with that. But the idea is people know that there is a book that talk about Jovenel, and that book has no bias, is objective, is neutral, and is once again is knowledge sharing for anyone who want to know about Haiti.
Yeah, and I love that, and I also love that you've also used the audio platform and created a podcast out of it too, because you can also expand your reach that way. There's those who are not able to pick up the book, read the book, or people who are not capable of reading, because Johnny and I covered that a few episodes ago. Now you're using the power of audio, to expand it, and I'm pretty sure you use video as well.
No, I don't use videos. I just do the audio because not because I don't want to. It's because the platform I use requires so much bandwidth that I'm not able to afford right now to pay right now. So I just do audio. It's quicker, easier, and require less bandwidth for the internet. But I have a YouTube channel. Some videos, some of the chapters, I do some quick videos like intro on them, like 5-10 minutes, and people can also go to my YouTube channel, Azazel Podcast, and they can see the videos that I've been making. They're not as clear as you guys, but I'm getting there, and I'm getting get some knowledge from you guys, so I can be able to.
Listen, really quick plug right here, Doc. I told you all the time, every time I talk to you, every time I see your video, I called you. I said, listen, you need to match the video with the knowledge, okay? So you know what to do. You got the resources, and I'm available to you, okay, anytime, okay? So the message you're putting out, and this is not only for you, and this is entirely for all our community, for people who's putting message out. We are living in the age of videography. People watch videos, and the message can be good, but if you don't capture their attention in your first 5 seconds, they're going to lose the message. And the way to do that nowadays is via video. Okay, and that's why it's important when we're doing those type of work, we have to be able to provide a great video output, so the people who's watching it can be like, oh wow, look at those guys, but the message at the same time is going in. So you know what we use, it's Ecamm Live. I use it, Fuljens use it. I mean, the thing about Ecamm Live, see, I'm doing a commercial for Ecamm Live. They should be paying me for this after this. But anyway, so the thing about Ecamm Live, Doc, listen to this. It is not the software. It's the community. The fact that people from that community is willing to jump to hoops to help each other out. So I can have a problem right now talking to you and just really quick make a quick video and say, hey, I was doing this. How do we get this? And about a minute as soon as I post it, somebody will reply and help me out. So when you have a chance, I send you the link already, but when you try it, you'll see. But anyway, that was a quick plug for Ecamm Live. Ecamm Live, I'll send you the invoice later. I'm just playing. But that's what we use for gents.
Yeah, and in addition to that too, so now you have your videos that you can repurpose and expand, right? Because with Ecamm, you're recording your video, your podcast on video. Now you have the audio that you can use separately, and you can also continue to do your audio podcast. And now you have content for not only your podcast, but for YouTube and for social media and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. So this it's definitely an amazing tool to help expand the content.
Yeah, and remember, Fuljens, we had a talk I think last week. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna try to change this a little bit and add more, like when we don't have guests, trying to add more information about the stuff we use, how we use it, so people in the community can start using it too, to see like the importance of using this, because a lot of people in the other communities are already using this.
Yes.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
but go ahead, Fuljens.
I will.
Oh, you cut off a little bit, Dr. Rousseau.
No, I said, yeah, it's a great tool, and I've seen what you guys do with it, and it would be a mistake not to have it.
I'm telling you.
Yes. My next question was for you. Was now I had a chance to listen to Lady Chameleon, and so this is completely night and day from what from the coverage from politics and whatnot, and this is covering true crime. And I'm listening to this thing, and this I feel like I'm listening to a Lifetime movie here, right? So I'm like, there's no way. I mean, it's possible that this could be inspired by actual events, but I was like, there's no way, because this is the detail that you go into this story. I feel like I could watch this movie play out, So can you tell us about Lady Chameleon, why you chose to go into this type of content, and what's the inspiration behind it, and what's the purpose? Like, this is like I am very intrigued.
So practically, I'm trying everything to get rich or die trying. They opened a new Hulu office near where I live in San Antonio, and they wanted to have a script, and I wrote it, and after I submitted it about like a year ago, I never heard anything from them. So I said, you know what? This is my story. I don't think they will reply to me. And I check with a Netflix and Prime, send everywhere. Nobody wants to get it because I don't have a name. So I said, you know what? Let me just publish my thing. Hopefully somebody will hear it and show interest. And which I did. I record all the 10 episodes, but I put them on my website with a password protected. Wednesday, I got an email. I thought it was a joke, from something called N84, and they told me they want to talk to me about it to see if we can make it a more professional and even turn into a movie. But once again, it was a scam. I was happy, and as I was talking to them, doing some research, I know they were lying. So the inspiration came like, it's not, like I said, that inspiration is just trying to make money. So I said, let me make money out with it. Let me put something out there that anyone can be interested in, and hopefully sell it to, say, that Haitian sell a script to Netflix. That was the idea. So I felt it didn't work. So I said, what? I'm not going to let my knowledge go to in the jar. Let me just publish it. So I put it, and the reactions is great. I've heard so many people call me, some friends call me, even because what I like about it, for instance, because it was password protected. It wasn't live for everyone, just about 1 hour ago for everyone. And people went through the process to click on the link and tap the password and listen to the entire thing. And I post something on WhatsApp, where I will give $25 to people who do review of the story. I got like 3 Haitian in Haiti sending reviews to me. 3 Haitians in Haiti speaking good English. I was shocked. So I got to, you'll be the first one to know, there is a lady, a friend of mine, she's running for mayor in Cibolo, Texas, and she's giving me $20. She told me, since you will launch for $25, you don't have too many people submit their entry, the best review of the book will earn $250. So I launched it right now. If you are listening, go to the website. All 10 episodes are published. You can listen them one by one or at once and submit a review to me. You will, if you know your review is satisfied, the team, you will receive $250. Not me, not my money. Is a candidate in Texas for mayor, who basically called Cibolo, who decided to push the book for me any way she can. So take your time, listen to the podcast, and make some money.
Wow.
Nice. I like that.
Amazing how much engagement that's created, and it's organic growth and all that, and you have people invested in it. That is amazing. I'm telling you, that's an awesome. So tell us a little bit more about it. So like, what was the inspiration behind that subject matter?
The subject matter. So at first, I want to talk about the sexual abuse, women who are sexually abused. That was the main idea for me to say something. And that idea, I'm not going to name any name. That idea came about 2 years ago. There was a guy in Haiti. He got a good job, and many people, women, came after him and to say that he raped them, but nothing came out of it. And I said, you know what? I wrote several articles about women don't get the protection that they deserve when they say that they are raped. But I said, no, let me do something more universal. And the main idea for this story was for me to give my opinion on women who are raped and add kidnapping to it. And as you can see, is a woman who went missing, and she returned after 3 years, and she claimed she was kidnapped, raped, and abused, but her family were happy to have her back, but we see at the end of the story, she was an imposter. Not only she was an imposter, she was also a manipulative, I'm sorry for that word, manipulative bitch, where she manipulated her sister to go commit murder for her. So at the end of the story, you know, she was an imposter. And if you are following real well, she teamed up with the actual lady. Her name is Khaleesi, to mastermind the most inspiring, the most shady story in the world. I'm not going to tell you everything about it, but take your time, go to it, listen to it, and I promise you, you will be happy. I promise you, you will be hooked. Not because I wrote it, it's because other people say, you know, I cannot not listen to it. It's so great, it's so good. Easy story, and the best comment I had is from somebody in Haiti, Johnny, and she said, if somebody just start learning English, this is a good tool for them to learn English and also to know Jamaican culture. Because the lady who narrated the story, I made sure that, you know, she spelled out every single word, and she was great. And everybody, like I said, even people in Haiti who are start learning English, they were asking, "Oh, I understood everything, Bob. It was so great." I'm gonna share with the people. Listen, it's a small number. And within 1 hour of me posting the story, within 1 hour, I got 107 views. For me,
That's
it's
pretty
a
good.
big deal.
That's pretty good.
For me, maybe for somebody else, for Jimmy Danger, it's nothing. But for me, when everybody, because the plugin I have will tell you where people log in from Chile, from the Republic, from Haiti, and I have a lot of this from Haiti. And they will tell you how long they listen to it, and about like 80% listen to the entire story without stopping. So it's getting there. We need to get the marketing for the book, for the story, for everybody to come and listen to it, because it's great. It's awesome, and thank you, Mr. Fuljens, for listening to it. And you can testify that, you know, it's a good story. It got you hooked.
Yes, I can't wait to continue listening to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I haven't listened to it. This is what I've been reading. Where's the camera?
Yeah.
Killing Jovenel.
This is what I've been reading. Listen, I think I'm on my second pass, because there's some information you put in there that I did not really see in the news. And I'm like, that makes sense. Why didn't it mention that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And maybe it's because time constraint or whatever. But then when you read the book and then you listen to the American media and then you listen to the Haitian media, it's day and night. nothing make any sense. Okay,
No,
so
the reason is because they are not. I mean, they're trying to defend America, but also they do analysis. They do investigative journalism. But our media is just throwing shades. They are accusing. They are complaining. That's not media, because when you don't inform, when you talk in the same way as the general population, it's not media anymore, because there is no way, no argument. So that's the issue with our media, and you will see the posts about Haiti that come from international media. It got more hits in Haiti, because it comes to a point that now we don't care about Haitian news anymore. No, we don't care, because we don't learn anything. The most influential reporter talks the same way as Tijan, as Tijak. There is really no clear cut and what people should know. And when you don't share knowledge, you're just wasting your time. And that's what you're doing right now back home.
Dr. Rousseau, we have to take a quick pause. Your camera is dipping a little lower, so we have to readjust that. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
The camera's dipping.
Yeah.
Yes. So we'll fix that. We'll give you some time to fix that.
No, that's on my end.
Yes, it's on your end.
Yeah.
You're a little
So can you take me
gray
off?
bar.
Yeah, I'll take you off.
me
Yeah.
off.
Okay. While he's getting the camera situated, the thing you mentioned earlier, Fuljens, it's a three people who does this with you, and there's individual who are in Haiti. Sometimes I think people in other country believe only what they see in the media, and when we know back home there's we have a lot of intelligent people back home, and some of those people are trilingual. Some of them speak 4 to 5 different languages fluently and understand it, and a lot of them are in tech. A lot of them are doing an amazing job. Now the problem is we do not have a channel to push those type of information out. So people in the US and Canada and France can say, hey, I don't need to go all the way to India to get tech support. Right here in my backyard, 90 minutes away from Miami in the plane ride, I can get tech support, and I probably get a better quality tech support.
That's right.
So I'm glad that he mentioned that, because sometimes people think, differently from what they see in the news. Regardless what you guys see in the news, Haiti have some amazing professional who will do amazing work for your whatever industry you're in. So.
Yes, and it's unfortunate that it's not covered enough, right? So, people like us, we have to do our job to highlight these things. Yeah.
And then that's what we're doing. We have to do it differently. We have to do, put the message out, let people know, hey, this what you see, it's not what it is. So,
right.
So that's very good.
Yes, there is a bigger picture. There's always a bigger picture.
Yep. Exactly. And I love his book, man. I like the way he write the book. Usually when you're reading a book, and you can see where the author is just leaning. But it's straight facts. And I think that's a smart move. The book is structure and podcast. So, and you just take the book and divide it, and you just have a full podcast episode.
That is amazing. Listen, I'm sold on Dr. Rousseau's content, so I'm definitely going to be getting the book. All right, if I enjoy the I think we lost Dr. Rousseau.
He's probably gonna come back. If I
enjoy the non-fictional work, then I'm definitely gonna be engaged by his story. That's awesome.
I'll definitely hope he come back if we get his camera situated, because he also write for the Haitian Times. I would love to know the story, how he get involved with the Haitian Times. How many articles he write for them.
Yes,
and so because. I think the Haitian Times probably one of the best international news media talking about Haiti that we have in the diaspora.
Yes. Shout out to Gary Pierre.
Yep, Gary Pierre. And that's another person we need to get over here. Gary Pierre, it's not only is a well-known journalist, he won multiple prizes just because of journalism.
Yes.
So
yes,
and a lot of people don't know that. I'm like,
yes.
what?
Yes. So Gary Pierre, this is our video.
Yes, this is a video inviting you.
Please join us here on Haitian Creators Live. In addition to yes.
Yep.
No, go ahead.
If you read some of the article Gary Pierre wrote while we're waiting for Doc also to come, I mean, imagine be able to have him here to have a candid conversation and analyze some of the issues that we're having. I mean, I am tired of analyze issues with the people who doesn't have the time or the expertise on that field. So being able to have somebody like this to analyze those issues like Dr. Rousseau do, it's different than you able to understand like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here.
Yes.
And especially for those of you who's Haitian American who were born here. You remember what I talked the last time? Haitian American were born here or came here when they're like 10 years old, or I won't go 15 and younger. This story is different for them.
Yep.
The story is different for them, and they're curious. But who's doing the work to say, hey, this is what it is?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Let's try Dr. Rousseau one more time.
There he is.
Okay, great. We can hear you, Dr. Rousseau.
So when you left, Doc, so I wanted to ask a question about the Haitian Time. You wrote for the Haitian Time. How long you been writing for them? And tell us how you end up engaging with the Haitian Times.
Okay, it's about 3 years ago. I was talking about how the Haitian diaspora is not politically engaged. And let me make it a personal. We make meetings every single day. We complain every day, and we don't never realize that we have so much power here. We have so much value here. And I wrote an article about it. Not really an article. I made a post on LinkedIn about how we should be organized so we can vote together, not to vote Republican or to vote Democrat, but to make our vote matter. And Gary Pierre contacted me and he told me, do you want to expand on that? I said, yeah, why not? I didn't know who he was, but I knew about the Haitian Times. And then I sent him an article, and the next day it was on Haitian Times. And then Mr. Makovili, I forget his name, contact me. Do you want to have your own column? I said, well, yeah, you have your own column. You wrote about the Haitian diaspora, and because we like what you do. I said, why not? And once again, the selling point was that I'm kind of a Republican, so I lean toward Republican rather with my philosophy, and they like my stance on how I see foreign policy for Haiti, and they said, no, we like you, and I've been running for them since 2018. Yeah, and I publish one article per month. It's supposed to be 3, but I don't have that time. 1 per month, and it's a different crowd, different audience, and I like it.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And it's important what you say. I mean, I've been saying this for the longest. As Haitian American, it's not about being Republican or Democrat. I mean, we got to talk about this because we're in an election year, right? Midterm election. So it was amazing when I remember when I met you and I said, oh man, he's saying the same thing I say. So we should talk. So he's more leaning towards Republican. I'm more leaning towards Democrat. But we don't belong to a party. We are individuals who's able to think for herself and be able to sit down with each other and say, well, this makes sense, that makes sense, but this doesn't make sense. Where can we agree to move on? And if our politicians was doing it that way, we'll have less issue. But that's not the way they do it. Everybody pick their side and they stick to it. And then, here we go, the population. So I do appreciate the way you mentioned that. And as a community, I do believe that the Haitian American community at some point need to organize themselves come together, no matter what your party affiliation is, but sit down and see, because the following points are important to all of us, no matter if you're Republican, no matter if you're Democrat. Like right now, as we speak, security in Haiti concern all of us, no matter what you are. Okay? But if the party you belong to and you feel like they're not doing enough or they're not engaged enough, then you have a duty to let them know you are not satisfied as a Haitian American, because those issues back there gonna become, they are your issue. You have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And as a taxpayer, the United States is highly involved in Haiti. So why us as a taxpayer, as a Haitian American, we're just gonna sit back and say that's not our fight? So that's I appreciate the way you bring that up.
Yeah, and I love your post from earlier today. Which ones of my fundamental rights is the government violating, and which candidate or candidates will defend these rights for me in Congress or in any seat for that matter? So before you vote or any time for that matter, answer yourself this question. Well said.
Yep.
Yes, sir. That's what I know. When we come here, they told us that we must vote Democrats, and if you are Republican, they call you that they want you to vote your color, your background, your economic status. Like I told people, you don't because you are black, you don't have to be a Democrat. Because you are Haitian, you don't have to be a Democrat. But you have to be to our political views to vote anyone will defend your interests. Because this election cycle is not about Republican or Democrat. It's about issues, abortion, healthcare, all those things. Where do you stand? Which one are you willing to sacrifice? So that's where we know that's why I know that we need to start thinking politics as your background. Politics is about your issues. Do you want to go to school to be able to get a student loan without go in work? Do you want to go to the hospital and be seen with less money? Do you want to have minimum wage? Those are issues that we need to know. What candidate will vote for TPS or for Haitian to have green card? Those are those things that we need to worry about. But they told us, don't worry about it. Just go and vote everyone Democrat. Not all Democrats are good. Not all Republicans are bad. And that's what the people need. They need to know that. It's a hard truth, but they need to know that because you're black, you don't have to be a Democrat. And because you're Haitian, you don't have to vote somebody because they told you to vote for him. Vote somebody that you know will be defend your interests, because voting is the only freedom that you can defend. If you give your vote to anyone without knowing him or her, you just put chains on your ankle.
Yep.
That's slavery right here. When you vote because you remember Charlemagne Dagad when Biden told him, if you are black, you don't know to vote for me or Trump, you ain't black. So they know they have your vote because you are black, because they think you are dumb. And when you do that, you vote for them because you are black, and you are really dumb. That's my goal.
And I'm always gonna circle around to this. It's our duty to educate our people. We see what we're doing right now. We need to have more political podcasts. We need to have more of us sit down together, having town halls, discussing, creating content, and talking to our people and educate them. Because the majority of the time, our people don't go vote in the midterm election. They go during the presidential. They don't vote in the local elections. They're waiting for the presidential. Meanwhile, who's making the decision what's happening to your kids in school? It's the local politician you don't pay attention to. You don't know who's in your school board. You don't know who represents you in your community. Then when you have an issue, you don't know who to reach out to. So people like us, especially those of you guys who came here, like I say, 15 and younger, you have to give that community some time back, because if you don't do this, what's going to happen, we're going to have that gap. And that gap going to be filled up by all of the negative stuff you're seeing. It's going to take the time of those people, and we're going to have the same issues we're having right now 10, 15, 20 years later.
Right. And then thinking that, oh, my vote doesn't matter. But think about the hundreds of thousands and millions of people who are also thinking my vote doesn't matter. That's a lot of votes that don't matter. And then the person who wins the election because your vote didn't matter, and now they're making these changes or making these decisions and taking action that you don't agree with, right? So then, yes, your vote did matter because now you don't agree with your current leader where you had the chance to make an impact by voting.
So voting is the only freedom we can defend. And we, all our life, we've been told how to vote. And if we don't vote the way they told us to vote, they give us name, woke, cancel. But guys, I want to bring something, I'm not saying kreyòl, et something that, quand on a parlé à la voix qui a passé sur Facebook, côté que gagné mon cap garder show qui pas demandé de qui ça n'a parlé. C'est parce que les anglais non. C'est parce que show a pas rien zin là-dedans. Donc mon ça capteur de là, les tout t'a dit OK et c'est un show éducatif que les et nous pas voir tout sur qui monde n'a parlé problème pays problème le monde et pas penser que parce que ou pas américain problème États-Unis pas intéressé ou parce que les États-Unis les que on haïtien et payer gaz là plus cher c'est moins qu'obligé pour voyer par Haïti vous comprenez donc problème États-Unis il impacte tout ou même qui en Haïti et si que et au Chili tout il impacte tout un monde qui parce que les deux monde qui voyer pour monde m'a voyer pour mon États-Unis pour même monde ça pendant Chili et bien c'est moins pouvoir d'achat que monde ça gagner c'est pour ça li important pour connaître what's happening here in your country in your backyard who is your president so you can still know does his policy or her policy benefit you as Haitian, you as an employee, you as an employer. So the world is like a small hand, it's a small village. Everything is interconnected. Everything is a chain of reaction. So don't be a bystander. Don't be outstander. Don't hate people when they are talking about America because whatever is happening here, the leadership here has power of the purse to fund any social project in your country. So, moun sa ka parler là et moi pas gen pitié pour nous sympathie et soit que nous râler pour nous ou bien nous shut up on another. Just say soit que on vire quoi ou bien vire d'eau parce que nous pas et job pas c'est pas pour nous niveau mais c'est pour qu'à venir dans niveau nous pour gagner une société qui illettrée, éduquée et éclairée. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, good point. M'a ajouter ça tout. Nous avons infection dans la communauté nous avons virus dans la communauté. Comme si m'était ka dit tout ça qui est positif, yo allergie avec. Tout ça qui n'a avantage yo allergie avec. Pendant ce temps, problème ou gain aujourd'hui, ça faut gain problème non, c'est parce qu'on manquait des connaissances que tu as supposé gagner. Ça faut gain problème non, c'est parce que l'on prend décision yo ou pas gain assez d'informations pour prendre une bonne décision. À cause de ça, ou continuer faire même erreur. Chaque jour fait même erreur. Pendant ce temps, si tu prends chance pour changer ce que regarder, pour comprendre ce que regarder, pour poser une question. Si vous faites là tout, moi-même tout m'ka fait. Ou prend même information ça ou partager avec l'autre monde. Situation qu'on gagne, problème qui n'a plein tout le temps de société noire, problème ça t'a changé. Et à cause ou pas gain assez information, m'pa dire éducation, mais assez information pour changer vie ou pour changer communauté ou, c'est difficile pour comprendre ça qu'a fait là. Et nous pardonnons, nous aimons, nous apprécions.
I got a question, Johnny. Is the questions are living the Michelson Desolé in English. How can our community be involved in educating the population about how to select the right candidate?
Okay, so I'm gonna answer this. That's a good question. Before you answer, I know you have an answer for them, Doc. Hey, Fuljens, are we not seeing the Azazel questions?
They're not appearing on this end.
Yeah, I've not seen them.
Yeah.
Is on top of camera.
Okay. Oh, okay. So somebody probably share it to Akutkano. Okay. So that's why. Okay. This is the thing. The question was, how can we? Can you repeat the question for me, Doc?
Let me repeat the question. Give me 1 second. So, can you guys pause? How can our community be involved in educating the population about how to select the right candidate?
You see what we're doing here. Go ahead, Doc.
That's why we're doing that.
Yeah. You see what we're doing? Yep. What we're doing here. What Doc is doing in his podcast. That's educating the population to not to tell them who to go vote for, but to give them enough information for them to be knowledgeable enough to pick for themselves, for their own interests, who they're going to choose to vote for. You don't want me to tell you go vote for so and so. No, you need to be able for me to tell you this is your current situation. This is what you need to change your situation. Then for you yourself, you have to look and say, okay, between those several candidates, which one of them will better my situation?
Yes.
Then you make your decision.
Yes. Well said.
Exactly. It's about issues, about your interests. You vote your interest. Once again, my friends, si gars voter un monde parce que si bon. Si gars voter un monde parce que li même couleur ensemble avec nous. Voter un monde que ou même ou connaît qui est lié, ou connaît qui ça qui positionne par rapport avec problème qui a affecté la communauté pour là. Parce que aussi vrai que vous votez de manière personnelle individuelle, mais votre droit engager la communauté, engager l'autre génération qui va venir. Donc, c'est pour ça que c'est important. Mais la façon pour connaître qui est-ce qu'on pour voter, c'est pour qu'attendre les gens qui parler. Aller dans la rallye qu'il y a fait. Attendre face à face, lire l'article qui parle de vous ou même ou apprendre propre. Et c'est encore, moun pas qu'à qui est-ce pour voter. Choisis qu'est-ce pour voter, choisis pour voter intérieur, choisis pour garder moun qui va défendre droit que l'État a violé. Ça, c'est responsable sur mon travail avec c'était David Michelson, encore, Michelson Desolé.
Okay, thank you, Doc. Fuljens, I think we have to go to the next session really quick because the time is approaching. I wanted to ask Doc to talk about his time in the military because, hey, Veterans Day is it's next weekend.
Next week, yes.
Okay. And it will be like bad on my part to have a veteran over here or active duty, soon to be a veteran, and not ask you about your story in the military, how you end up joining the military, because we all have a story. I mean, I have my own story, how I end up joining the military. I think that was the best decision I made as a young 21-year-old. But I would love to know your story, how you end up joining the military and become an officer in the United States Army.
Okay. Joining the military is still the best decision I've ever made in my life. I have no regret. It's been 20 years of like knowledge, of training, discipline. I love every single day in the military. Yeah, I'm old. It's about time for me to call it quick. I'm working on that. So my story, when I came to America, I was working at McDonald's. And I saw a guy coming, looking all sharp, all nice. He was talking to the people who were eating. And I was mapping the floor. And mind you, I left my country with a degree in law. I was a teacher. I had my own office. I was doing well. And coming to America with no English, and I was mapping it for at McDonald's. So that guy was, there is no bad jobs, but I know I could have done more than that. And I heard him talking, the only thing I remember him saying, money for school, money for school, money for school. That's all I heard. And then I put the map down. I don't know if the person know, can I join? I don't think I say it like this. And he said, what? And at least 7 times with my accent, he understood me. No, I waited for my napkin. I wait for him. Can I join out to go to school? So he told me, okay. So the first thing you know, my family was against it when I joined. And I was 29 years old when I joined the military. So I'm sorry, I was 30 years old when I went. So I went to take the test. I failed it 3 times, and I kept on going to it. There was no internet, so I bought the book on Amazon. I bought the book on Barnes & Noble's as a book. And the 4th time I went, and I passed. And I joined as a PFC because I had some college. Back home, I couldn't be an E4. I don't know why. They didn't make an E4. And I did 5 years as an active duty, as enlisted. I got out. I became a U.S. citizen. And then I went back in. While I was in the reserve, though. I came back in. And since then, I'm within the service. I became an officer. It's good to join the military because everybody got their own story. Some people will tell you I hate that thing, but me I love it because I made the best out of it. The reason I joined the military was to go to school. Guess what? I got 3 masters. I got 1 PhD and several certificates, and I know so many people. People I haven't. I'm not talking to them, but I know one day in my life I will reach out to them, and they will be happy to listen to me and to help me. So if you want to make a decision that will make good impact on your life, and we are among the few people who can say, I served the country. I serve the country with pride. And when somebody is in the military, whether you spend a day or 20 years, you got a different mentality. You see result. You do strategy. And I'm not going to tell somebody to join, but if you ask me what is the best job in America that is steady, that will pay you to just stay in, will tell you how to dress, will give you clothes, will feed you, will you want to go to school, I will tell you, join the military. Whether it's Navy, never volunteer against something like this, or Army, the Air Force, who gave me yesterday, or the Marines, more so are required, intelligence not essential. So all those things, you will see the difference will make in your life. Some people join it for the money. Some do it for a school. But guess what? When you will put the uniform on, whether even for the money or to go to school, you will see you have higher purpose to defend, to be among the few, to be among the best. I am among the best. I'm proud of it. I have no regret that I got back in, and today I'm a major in the military. I'll retire next year. I will go back home to do whatever I like to do. I like most is just talking to people and support. I'm gonna launch a charity. It's gonna be a subvention program that I'm launching so I can help people get money to buy food, to go to school, to be better themselves. That's my goal when I retire.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Join the Navy.
Don't join the Navy.
No, don't join.
That's the thing I love about us, man. We can, as veterans and as service members, we can talk to each other, make fun of each other, organization all the time. But make no mistakes, we have each other's back, 100%. 100% of the time. Now, one of us could be doing something wrong or whatever. We'll pull your ears. We'll talk to you. But we still will have your back because we had the privilege to be part of that 1% of population who serve. Okay? And it's a tremendous amount of sacrifice. But those men and women that I served with in my past 20 years, listen, that was like, I have no problem. No problem whatsoever. I can pick up the phone and call them. I can even call those I don't even know. As soon as I identify myself, it's like no problem whatsoever. So I do encourage young people to do it. This probably gonna be the best decision. If you don't want to do it, I'm not forcing you to do it. But God, really? No. Go do whatever you want to do. But I can tell you, from my point of view, from my experience, that was the best decision I ever made. And till this day, I'm still like, my 21-year-old self was, when I was 21, I was stupid. But when I was 21, I was stupid. But that was the best decision a 21-year-old could have ever made. You know what I'm saying? So
the military, mostly for the army, we got like over 200 jobs. Every soldier has a job. We enter the military as professional. So they let you in, they train you to be all you can be, and they pay you to go to school, they train you, and while you are doing your job, they pay you again, they promote you just because you're doing the bare minimum. Just because you are there doing the right thing. So it's not about doing the right thing, it's integrity, it's duty, it's leadership. And I'm loving it and I have no regret. I will not do it again though.
Well, you did your time. There's no reason to go back.
Once is enough. Enough. Well, thank you both for your service.
Well, thank you for. We give you a mouthful tonight, Fuljens. You see, that's what happened. I don't know why you put two service members, two veterans in that platform, because we can talk forever.
I'm honored. I'm honored to share the space with you both. Absolutely.
Yes. Well, we wish your time. Yes. It's 7:06, and the ball is in your court, Fuljens.
This was great, Bob. Thank you so much, Dr. Rousseau, for being our guest here and sharing your knowledge. I look forward to reading your book. I look forward to finding out what happens next on episode 2 of Lady Chameleon. So definitely, we really appreciate having you here.
Exactly.
Thank you for guys. So the book is on Amazon. You just type my name, Bobb Rousseau with 2 B's. It will show up, or you can go to my website, Azazel.info. Is right here, AZAZEL info, and you'll be able to see everything I've been doing, about politics, about governments, about the entrepreneurship, so many things you can do. And if you go all the way down, you see the podcast, the Chameleon, right here. So all 10 episodes are right here right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're gonna keep on and improving. Thank you, guys.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Thank you, Dr. Rousseau.
Hey, Doc. Before we let you go, do you like or semi opening? Play that music for him, Fuljens. I know he know what it is. Let me see. I just want to see if you remember.
Hold on.
Here it is. Yeah. That's you have to have fun, man. You have to have fun when you're doing stuff like this. Listen, you have to have fun, and people think we're always serious, but we're not. We have fun just like everybody else.
Yes, that's right.
All right, gents, it was a pleasure. Oh man, don't forget to thank the people who's under the live who was watching.
Yes,
people who's gonna watch after this.
Absolutely.
The people who watched the purpose of it. I mean, thank you for the support. A lot of people is supporting Haitian Creators Live. Mainly, a big support is coming from LinkedIn.
Yes.
We have a big group of people on LinkedIn, and also a lot of traction too on TikTok.
Yes.
A lot of people is liking it. A lot of people is asking more. So those content is on the Haitian Creators Live YouTube channel. You can subscribe to it to find it, or you can follow Fuljens. Fuljens is every. I mean, I don't think they have two Fuljens. It's everywhere. If you go to Facebook, you go to YouTube. You can put his name there and it will come up. Same thing for me is I go by Johnny E for you guys to make it easier because my last name is too difficult. So I just go Johnny E. You'll find me everywhere as well. Yes. Everything you see in the screen right here was created by Fuljens. We're using the Ecom live software, and Fuljens is an expert on that. If you have a website, if you have a show and you want him to design everything you see right here, he can design it for you, change the color. Just transfer it to you and you just add your stuff. So
absolutely, like
I say, Haitians are very humble. I'm different. I'm not humble. I'm going to talk about them. So he's an expert. He actually an insider when he come to the company. He have a show with the company that create the software that we're participating right here, right now. So he's actually provide all the information every Monday night at Ecom Live community on Facebook
and YouTube, and right here on LinkedIn, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I heard Dr. Rousseau. Dr. Rousseau was going to make a. Oh, he lost Dr. Rousseau.
He's gone.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yes,
so please follow him. Follow me if you need more detail. I'm usually on my kreyòl channel. It's Ouvri Barrière. So if you under there, follow me there. And we provide as much information. We try to keep our content positives. We don't talk anything negative really about anybody, or we're just providing information, and usually educational information. So if you're interested in live broadcasts, this right here is the man. I'm still learning. I'm still coming up. I'm still a puppy, right? But we're getting there. So yep. So reach out to us, and we'll help you out.
Yes, absolutely. And once again, if you would like to be a guest on Haitian Creators Live, you can reach out to us at HaitianCreatorsLive@gmail.com. We'd love to connect with you and highlight your story here.
That's right. Don't be shy. Reach out to us.
Yes.
Peace.
Everyone, bonne nuit.
Bonne nuit.